In your books, you've written about love and betrayal and romance and loyalty and disloyalty and treachery and all of those. Do you despair of human nature in any way?
I don't despair of human nature at all, because for every bad thing that you see or every act of cruelty, there are also enormous numbers of unsung heroes and heroines. There's great kindness and goodness, and you only have to see, to look around you to see how much of it there is. I was in hospital recently during the flu epidemic back in January, and I was in a big ward, and those day and night nurses were absolute saints. They were so patient. They must have been asked 400 times the same question during the day. And did they ever show slightest impatience? They didn't. So when you see all those wonderful people there, that gives you great hope for human nature. And I've been very pleased to see Ireland become a much more international and multicultural country. I'm not at all distressed and think that we are less Irish somehow because there are people of other nationalities here. We need an injection of other nationalities to show us what we have and to share it with other people.
So if you believe in that goodness, do you believe in badness? Do you believe in evil?
I have met very few bad people. I've met selfish people, very selfish people, but I've met very few really bad people. I mean, if people get sidetracked by greed and selfishness, and if they somehow ride roughshod over people and forget to divide equally the spoils of the nation, then that is a bad thing. And I think we were, with our Celtic Tiger, a little bit forgetful of all those who didn't have it. And you know the expression that used to kill me, and still does, when they'd be talking about some handbag in Grafton Street, which would cost hundreds of thousands of pounds. They used to call them in the newspapers a must-have handbag, or a must-have. That is such a silly phrase. I get into a temper thinking of it. Who must have it? Somebody who could pay £4,000 or £5,000 for it. That's nonsense.
Well, let me follow that on and ask you, what about the Hitlers and the Stalins of the world, the appalling, dreadful butchers of humanity? Do you think they get away with it?
I think they have.
You think they have?
I think they have, and that Hitler was eventually overthrown. But I don't think that there is an international or heavenly court that's going to punish them. Now that it would be much simpler if it was. It would be so easy to think that Hitler, Stalin, hell, most of the rest of us up there.
You don't resent the fact then that they're getting away with it?
I just think that's the way it was.
The way it is. Okay.